That's what I find pleasure in, the peacefulness and the quiet. You know, the furthest I can get away from traffic and trains and airplanes.
The St. Johns River beckons in many ways to many people, and in its long history, it has seen many travelers adrift for many reasons. Lee Young is one of those drifters. I met him when he stopped for a couple of days west of DeLand. He had been on the river a month and had gone about 30 miles. Lee is a self-described homeless pauper who prefers to live in the wide open spaces rather than on noisy streets and in cramped alleys. With the help of friends and family, he managed to build a small raft, load it with provisions, camping and fishing equipment, and set himself adrift on Lake Jessup south of Sanford. He hopes to be in Jacksonville by October. This isn't the first time Young has cut himself adrift. He has been drifting in one way or another, on horseback or wagon or river raft, since 1987, when his marriage ended and he set off from Arcadia with 2 horses, a few dollars, on a cross-country trip to the Rocky Mountains. That story and others are told on a website filled with poetry and journals and photographs. SaddleTrampLee.com. There's a philosophical bent to Young. He said he believes in the goodness of man, the golden rule, and draws strength from the prayer of serenity.
Out of all my adventures and all the places I've been from very remote places in the deserts, Southwest, and mountains and everything else. One of my ambitions or goals was to go 24 hours without hearing any internal combustion engine. It's undoable. I don't believe it's possible. I do not believe it's possible nowadays to do it. You could probably be in the most remote regions of Antarctica, which is the remotest place on Earth, and I don't think you could be away from an airplane someone will fly over.
He said he tries to be as close to the natural flow of life and death as he can be.
You know, and it's sad, but I'm not angry at, you know, you can't get angry at things. That's just progress. That's just the way things are. I think eventually, in my opinion, eventually, it'll go back to being horse and buggy. Hopefully we'll progress to a point where we can go to that point where money means nothing, race means nothing.